How's it going, my friends? Excuse me, I'm a little bit stuffed up today. I think it's just a regular cold. From what I know about my body, it's a regular cold. So, well, now we hear from our friend, Mr. Shmurla, who says that, one second, excuse me, ooh. Mr. Shmurla says that a fourth installment of the investment in his wonderful Madoff-like Ponzi scheme is effective and is going to stop, unlike having three, which is going to just lessen the intensity of the whatever thing, the affliction. Having four will stop you from getting it. Ladies and gentlemen, the funny part is that this is the person who signed a contract with Mr. Shmenjamin Shmetanyahu way back in the beginning, and Israel was the first country to invest, so to speak. And guys, we now know a good amount of people, enough people, a good sample size, have taken the fourth installment, have invested in the fourth installment of this, so to speak, security in Israel. And we know that it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help you with anything. In fact, the thing that is swirling around, the schmariant that's swirling around, first of all, escapes the thing that's supposed to stop it. It escapes it. And our friend Gil Bates says that the thing itself acts as a natural schmexi. And he says, he's very sad about it. It made him sad. Unfortunately, it acted as a natural thing, and as a result, people are not going to be taking the stuff. But then he said, maybe next time. Ladies and gentlemen, these people have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And yeah, he's doing it in the middle of the caca that's coming out very, very soon, my friend Brian Lasseter was writing. Yes, you're absolutely right. I told you guys, they're going to double down and triple down, quadruple down, quintuple down, sextuple down, seventuple. I don't even know how to say tuple. Once you get past 6, I don't even know what the tuples are. I don't know the proper verbiage, the proper lashon here. Yeah, man. He's doing it. They have to do it. They have no choice. My friends, again, it's Purim soon. Haman knew. At some point, he knew what he's doing is, he's screwed. Just like Pharaoh knew. They all knew. Everybody knew. Schmittler knew. Putin knows. The Schmab guy knows. They all know. Everybody knows. But they have to keep going. Maybe they'll believe us. Maybe they'll ignore reality. Maybe we'll push them into doing more of what we wanted them to do. More of what we not only convince them, force them to do, really. We're just going to keep doing it. What's the harm in that, right? What's the big deal here? Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we know the jig is up. Not only that, would Moshe ben Yosef be resurrected as soon as he dies? Well, my friend Michael Brenner, not to go off on a tangent, according to Rabbi Kessin, he's not going to die. He doesn't have to die. So, but that's, that's a machloket. But anyway, this same Mr. Shmurla, you know what else he said that most people didn't, well, a lot of people did catch on because people are catching on. But many people didn't catch on. Like 50% of the people didn't. You know what he said to Washington Post? He said, using the Shmem Shmarnei technology, in my eyes, was counterintuitive, actually. And they had to convince me. Who they are, we'll never know. What are their names? We don't know. I'm assuming he meant scientists. What are their names of these scientists? We have no idea. But he said they convinced me, and after careful deliberation, I was convinced, and I chose this path. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is doing either one of two things. Either he's backtracking now, and he's saying that this is something that he himself did not want to do. He's doing a combination of two things. He's backtracking. He's kind of slowly backing away. He's slowly absolving himself. On top of that, what is he saying? He's saying that it was someone else's fault. He is clandestinely, how should I put this? Very, very subtly, very succinctly, throwing other people under the bus. He is passing the buck. He just passed the buck. So it's ironic that he just passed the buck, but at the same time he's saying you got to take more of this stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point I think maybe he's being put up to this. I don't know. Maybe he sees that there's money to be made. Maybe, again, he just has to keep doubling down. My friends, it's a very strange way to behave. It's very contradictory. It's kind of like, the Chinese today came out and said, we would like the UN to investigate further on these shmayo shmabs in the Ukraine. Because they said this, they're like, what America is saying, and it's true. It's contradictory. They're saying that there are shmayo shmabs, but they're not weapons shmabs, they're just shmabs. What are they shmabs for? Nobody knows. But it needs to be investigated, my friends. This is contradictory behavior. This is slightly schizophrenic behavior. Or is it? Or is it? My friends, this week is Purim. Everything is upside down. Well, my friends, the hidden hand of Hashem is working. Hashem is working behind the scenes. I don't know about you guys. I was just talking to some friends of mine about intuition. And the idea that, if something smells fishy, I don't even necessarily need a mountain of data or some kind of a degree on my wall or, what is it called? I don't need to pull rank to understand that there's a problem. It's just like any other facet of life, in business, what have you. You smell something funny. You intuit that something weird is going on. And you say to the person who's trying to sell you something or you get you involved in something, you say, thank you very much, I'm okay, have a nice day. It doesn't smell right. It doesn't smell right, my friends. We're told that when Mashiach comes, he's going to be able to smell. It's the sense of smell. Ironically, as I sit here talking to you guys stuffed up, my friend is saying, Shmalensky as well. Listen, it was just guidance after all. Yeah, guidance. It was suggestion. Everything is a suggestion. First it's a forcing, it's coercion, then it just becomes guidance. Guidance, suggestion, like Wall Street, guidance. Guidance says whatever, My friends, notice we haven't seen Mr. Mousy, Dr. Mousy, in a long time. He became blank man. We haven't seen Shmolensky. She became blank woman. There's a lot of people who we saw in the previous scenes of the play, my friends. Notice, it's like a play. It's like a show. We saw them in the previous scenes, and the director, the producer, phased them out. He phased them out. They're nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be heard, nowhere to be found. My friends. It's very strange. Or is it? Again. Guys, and you notice, as I said before, Mr. Bensell from Shmamurna disappeared. He took himself off of Twitter. He's very smart. He went on CNBC. He was asked about, what about this and what about that? He said, you guys had a sequence for, what? In 2016. Oh, yeah, people make mistakes. I have to check on that with my employees, this and that and the other. My friends. And the only guy left standing, as you can see, I don't know if he believes in his own, what he's doing, or he's just, maybe somebody's just putting him up to it, is the Jewish guy. Unfortunately, is the Jewish guy, my friends. Just like the only guy left standing in this Ukraine thing right now, or the only guy left holding the bag, let's put it this way, not standing, but left holding the bag, is going to be the Jewish guy. Guys, make no mistake. But, however, guys, it's Purim. Somebody, I think Rabbi Lazer Brody just pointed out that, historically anti-Semitic country has a Jewish guy for a president. And I think they even had a prime minister. I think it was Yetsenyuk, who was, his mother is Jewish. So, guys, everything is v'napochu, right? And right now we're coming up on Purim. I already feel the energy of Purim. And very soon, guys, after Purim, we're going to get Pesach. And guys, get ready. That's all I have to tell you. I mean, anybody who's closely monitoring all of this, can see the writing on the wall. And I'm like I said before, and I told this to my friend today. Tzvi, we're busy. We're too busy to look at this stuff. Okay. So, what I have to say to anybody listening who claims that they're too busy to look at this stuff, when the poopy hits the fan, and it will, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when and how, and you come to me, that will be my answer to you. I'm not a vindictive person. I'm just, kind of sarcastically will say, sorry, I'm busy. I can't look at what you're showing me. I'm busy. And you'll be busy watching everything unfold. And as one rabbi likes to say, you're about to get the shock of your life. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.